complete.
All right, Fezzington, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Then mount up, for we are dropping into a place not even remotely livable. For democracy!
Crap!
Hey, Artie, how's it going? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tones Overthinks It, the show where I think too much to make up for the people who don't think at all. Sorry, it's been a while. Been kind of busy lately. Fuck on this, you bugs! Oh, crap! Oh, who dropped the orbital strike? Oh, I can't get on the ship. I can't get on the ship! Hopefully it doesn't... Oh, fuck this, I'm out! Woo! That's how you do it! Anyways, as fun as all that has been, I think it's best we check back in on the latest sovcit shenanigans. And considering where we are today, what better place than inside a courtroom?
Mr. Musgrove, you want to come up to the podium, please? This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brian Joseph Musgrove, file number 23-21461FH. I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Michael Dagger Margosian appearing on behalf of Mr. Musgrove. Mr. Dagger Margosian might, oh, there he is. So, Mr. Dagger Margosian, this is a date and time set for pre-trial in this matter. Mr. Musgrove said that he was appearing on his own behalf. I did verify he is not an attorney, and you are still the attorney of record. So, Mr. Dagger Margosian, how do you wish to proceed?
Well, Your Honor, I am aware that Mr. Musgrove wants to present information to the court. I'm happy to be standby counsel if he wants to represent himself. Obviously, this court would have to go through the colloquy of that, but obviously it's Mr. Musgrove's legal right to at least ask the court to do that. So I'm here to observe at this point.
All right. So, Mr. Musgrove, when you were at the bench or up at the podium before, you said that you were appearing on behalf of yourself. So, Mr. Musgrove, are you asking to no longer have counsel represent you?
Well,
Come on, buddy, you can get the words out.
Understanding is that the courts is a private for-profit.
So, Mr. Musgrove, I know where you're going with this, and none of that is valid. None of that is law.
I'm not the all caps name. Of course.
None of that is valid. None of that is law. You are standing in my courtroom. I have jurisdiction over you.
Oh, she knows what he's all about. It is refreshing to see a judge who already knows they're dealing with a sovcit and just shut that crap down immediately.
So,
I tried to file paperwork with the clerk's office ahead of time so that you would have time to review it, and they denied me.
I know what you're talking about. None of that is valid under the law of the state of Michigan or the Constitution of the United States of America.
Boom.
What do you mean? It is.
Wait a minute, I'm not supposed to lose. Let me see the script.
No.
The Supreme Court says it is.
No, it
What does
doesn't.
it say it is?
The Supreme Court says that if we were at the age of 18, we were supposed to claim our minor status.
I'm sorry, claim what? Your minor status? That's a new one. I mean, is he talking about like the Child Status Protection Act and its connection with immigration and nationality?
Nope, not valid.
Okay.
So here's what I would say to you. Mr. Dagger Margosian is, like most of our public defenders, exceptional attorneys and very well versed in the law and very experienced. He gives legal advice. You may not like the legal advice, but it's usually good advice. I've never had anyone from the public defender's office not wholeheartedly try to represent their clients. So what you are talking about is not valid, and it is not going to get you out of this case. You're not going to be able to say all those things because it's not valid.
Everyone in this involved in this court case has a financial interest in the case.
Wrong!
What is it?
I don't have a financial interest in your case. I get paid by the state of Michigan, whether you plead, whether it gets dismissed. I don't make any money off you. We have budgets. The court system is not a profit generating revenue.
That actually is a good point, by the way. I mean, our court system actually costs us money to have. Like, for a single hour in the courtroom, you have to consider that you're paying the salaries for the judge, the bailiffs, the clerk, the stenographer, all of that, and not to mention the utilities for maintaining the building itself. Yeah, our courts run at a loss. Pretty much any major public service are nonprofit. They are made to run at a loss.
We are here to represent people so that people who are charged with crimes are protected, people who are victims of crimes are protected, and that's why we have
But in
all
order
these.
for there to be a crime, there has to be a victim. There is no.
Well, there is a victim in this case
The victim
because
would be the company. and the
you are
company-
charged.
I can't face. the
Actually,
company.
just hold on. So your crime that you are charged with, which you are innocent as of this time, let me grab the right file, is failure. Oh, this is let me see. This is an embezzlement charge. So you are charged in count one with embezzlement 50,000 or more, but less than 100,000. That being an agent, servant, or employee of Hardwoods of Michigan Industries did convert to your own use without the consent of your employer or principal, industrial tools and equipment in the amount of $68,938.40 or money or equipment. And that's a 15-year felony. So if you are found guilty by a jury, you can go to prison for up to 15 years. You're charged in count two with using a computer to commit a crime. To facilitate the charge in count one, that carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison. And the way the statute is set up, I can actually stack those possibly. So you potentially could be looking at up to 25 years in prison.
Holy shit!
So the victim that's alleged in this would be that business.
Okay, I thought maybe after Darrell Brooks, this whole stupid idea would be laid to rest, but this guy is on trial for embezzlement. As in theft. He stole money from a private business. There is a victim to that crime. Businesses are owned by people. They employ people. If you take money away from a business that you're not supposed to take, you've basically taken money out of the pockets of the people who own it, the people who get paid, like their salaries aren't going to be able to get paid. You affect the consumers because the price may have to go up for their goods or services. There's a victim. Is he actually seriously going to try this?
Right, and I can't face that accuser because that business can't get on the stand for me to ask questions.
The fool's going to do it!
And a third party.
But their
can't stand
representative
it.
can. Yes, they can. Yes, they
Can't.
can.
It's like arguing with a
Yes.
child.
So I have 189,000 of student loan debt that was forgiven to be a lawyer. You do not. And Mr. Dagger Margosian, Mr. Isaac Sneed, all of the attorneys here went to law school to know the law, and their job is to advise you of the law.
Oh, wow, that's a burn.
So
Yeah,
yes, they
they're
can.
going-
Yes,
They're
you
going
can be
by
charged.
everything, all
You
the
can't-
laws and statutes that you guys go by
Are
for
legal.
corporations. They're for fictitious.
Still a crime. Still a crime.
But I'm not
Still a
a fictitious
crime.
corporation, I'm a living person.
Yep, and that's why you're standing in front of me. If you were dead, the case would be dismissed.
Yeah, the all caps name is that.
That means nothing. That's not valid. It's
Okay.
not legal.
right.
So do you want to represent yourself or do you want to have an attorney to represent you?
God, he's genuinely broken. None of that worked.
I need some time to think.
Okay, so I'm gonna set this for another pretrial on March 20th at 8:30 in the morning. And Miss Adams, could I get a notice of hearing for Mr. Musgrove?
These are people of the land, the common clay of the New West. You know, morons.
And so, once again, a sovcit goes down in flames in his futile attempts to circumvent the justice system. Now, for me, this particular case, it's not over yet, and I'm definitely interested to see how it plays out, but this one got my attention because we're used to seeing sovereign citizens give these ridiculous arguments in traffic court, for minor tickets, but suddenly they're trying to apply this to actual crimes that do have victims. Infamously, Darrell Brooks tried to use it when he was pretty much on trial for unaliving several people and injuring many more. And now we have this guy who has committed theft and trying to justify that he can just do that without consequence because he's opted out of the rules. I mean, let's really think about that for a second. His defense in this case is that he just can't be prosecuted. Not that he didn't do it. He's acknowledging that he did it, but he's trying to explain some kind of rationalization as to why he's allowed to do it. That he's allowed to steal from a company because a company is not a person and therefore can't be victimized, but detaches the fact that a company is made up of people who can be victimized. Whether it's sovereign citizens or frauditors, there seems to be this growing trend of dehumanizing the victims of their actions. That somehow they are not under any obligation to feel remorse or face consequences for what they do, because in their eyes, they haven't harmed anybody that is deserving of the dignity and rights and protection of a living person. And I've said it before, some of the worst tragedies in our history came about because someone just decided that certain people they didn't like were no longer sentient living beings. And that is a mindset we should never, ever allow ourselves to have. That is unless, of course, you're dealing with giant, disgusting alien insects or psychotic killer socialist robots. Those guys. Johnny 5, unalive. But, then again, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like what you see here and you want to see even more in the future, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also, feel free to share your thoughts down in the comment section. I always love to read them. Till next time. Oh, hey Fezzington, what's up?
Sir, this is for you.
Oh, thanks. But why would you give...